If you've ever complained to a friend about struggles in your home and things didn't get better, then this tapping is for you today. So, I'm Angie Grant, generational healing specialist, and welcome to Don't Make Me Tap Again, the podcast where I show you how to use EFT tapping or the emotional freedom techniques to release some stress in your body. And I probably sound pretty excited today. So, today we are moving into the energy of gate 33 through the lens of human design. And gate 33, it's part of my incarnation cross. It's an energy that I know all too well. So gate 33 is it's the gate of retelling through the lens of quantum human design. So what the heck does that mean? Well, this energy is about telling stories. And as a parent, I know that when things were really rough in my home with my son and behaviors were at an all-time high and we were seeking outside support, I was stuck in this loop of telling, complaining about what was happening in my home with my family over and over and over and over and over again. Right. And it seems like a normal thing to do as a parent, right? We're struggling at home where I don't know, maybe like want sympathy or want others to understand what we're experiencing. Maybe we want to have an explanation for why maybe we're a little bit burnt out or not as friendly or more distracted than normal. It seems normal, but two things. One, when we keep telling the same story, the same victim type story over and over again, it has the ability to actually fuel our fire, right? That idea of like, I'm going to forget what it's called right now at this moment while I'm recording, but our brain is actually wired to look for sameness. And so that idea of like, if you're going to buy a new red convertible, then suddenly you see red convertibles everywhere. It's as if all of a sudden everybody had the same idea, but that isn't true. It isn't that all of a sudden they showed up. It's that your brain now is looking for them. And the same is true for our kids' behaviors or frustrations with our partner. When we are putting that story on repeat in our brain, in the stories that we're telling, we start to notice it even more and more and more because our brain is looking for it. So, and when we're telling this story over and over again about, oh, this awful thing happened to me, right? And I get it. I've been in the ugliest of the ugly in my home. I get it. But when we are telling the story of like these awful things are happening to me, then we're telling a victim story, which isn't empowering. It isn't us embracing the power that we have over what's happening. And it can feel like we've lost control. So this tapping sequence is for you because man, oh man, I have been there in that victim space of just like wanting people to understand how much I was struggling at home and not knowing how to take back control of that. So let's tap on this. So I'm going to show you how to use EFT tapping to release some of that stress related to being stuck in that loop of telling those stories. Let's tell a new, more empowering story. And we're going to use EFT tapping to move us in that direction. So this is a self-help tool, a relaxation tool. It is not a replacement for any type of medical or mental health care. If you choose to tap along, a couple things I want to tell you. One, we're going to start with the negative things that we're thinking and feeling about this storytelling as parents. Two, it doesn't really work so hot if you're just watching the video. So if you really want to maybe create a little bit more peace in your body, tap along and repeat the words after me. You can shift them to meet your own needs, but when we start with tapping, we do start with the negative. And number three, let's rate ourselves before we get started. So on a scale of zero, zero being like, no, you're totally at peace. You don't get stuck in these loops of telling negative victim stories about your kids. And 10, holy cow, I can't get out of the loop. It just feels so true and right. And there are no other stories to tell, right? Give yourself a score on that scale of where you are at peace, all the way up to, the stories are winning, right? Okay, so let's start tapping. And take a nice, gentle breath. So we're going to start by tapping on the side of our hand. It's called the karate chop point. And repeat after me. So even though things feel so hard at home right now, and I just need compassion and understanding from others. And I need to tell my stories. I have to get them out of me. That's what I believe. I deeply and completely accept how I feel about that. Even though I have these awful stories in my home, things are hard, and I feel like I don't have any help. Right now, I can take a deep breath and allow my body to relax. Even though these stories that I'm living every day feel so overwhelming, and I need to get them out of me. I don't know what else to do about them. I accept that that's how I feel about this right now. All right, stop tapping, take another nice breath. Feeling overwhelmed with behaviors. Can't see any other truth about these behaviors. Sometimes I just want to scream. I need other people to understand what I'm going through. I can't do this by myself. I feel a victim in my own home. Definitely stuck in my stories because I think they're true. Feeling stuck in my stories. I have evidence that my story is true. Other people have seen it too. Of course, I believe my story. It feels real. The things really are hard in my home. I can't seem to break the cycle with my kiddos' behaviors. Oh my goodness. Whew. Yawning is normal and good. It's your body releasing some of that negative energy. Feeling stuck in my stories. But what if I could let go just a little bit? What if I could allow my body to relax, even when things are hard at home? What if I shifted the story a little bit? The things that are happening are happening. I don't have to be a victim. How would that feel if I took a more empowering stance in the story of what's happening in my home? What if I could change the way that I think about the behaviors? What if I could shift the lens that I look at my child's behaviors through? Instead of feeling like a victim, what if I approach behaviors with curiosity to better understand what's underneath the behaviors? What if I looked at my child's behaviors to understand what unmet need is really driving the behavior? I could feel more empowered if I really understood what was under the behaviors, because then I could do something to help them instead of fighting against them, instead of feeling afraid. What if I allow my body to relax just a little bit? We're going to go one more time. I can tell a bit more empowered story. And I can still feel a little stuck in the one that I've been in. And both are okay. No matter which story I'm telling, I can allow my body to relax just a little bit. Just a little bit deeper breath. Oh, here comes another yawn. So funny. It's not because I'm tired. It's because my nervous system is letting go of some stress. I can allow my body to relax a little bit more so that I can be more present for my kiddo Who needs me? Even when their behaviors are the ugliest of the ugly, they still need me. So I can take care of me, so I can be what I need to be for them. I can allow myself to relax. Stop tapping. Take another nice cleansing breath. So check in with yourself. On that scale of 0 being you're totally at peace with behaviors in your home, and 10 being you're feeling a victim and you need to tell your story and it's utter chaos and you have lost control, where are you at on that scale? Has anything shifted for you? Doing a tapping like this here, sometimes you might see little shifts. I know that I see the most powerful shifts in my one-on-one work with clients where we can really dig in deep to what your blocks are. Today, I'm tapping into the energy of telling a different story, but I know that there are so many other layers to that. So if you're ready for more personalized support, I'll post the link below. Feel free to book a consult to discuss tapping or go ahead and book a tapping session to really start digging in to what's going on in your story so that you can create more peace in your body, more peace in your relationships. So I hope that you found some peace in this tapping sequence. If you did, put it on repeat and book that session. This is what our kids need us to do to release our stress so we can show up for them. So until next time, happy tapping and we'll tap soon.